I want to know, what can I grow now? How do I grow big? Like Grow Big TV. What can I hear?
Welcome to Grow Big TV.
Laughing out loud, but I'm still learning. You're on Grow Big TV. On Grow Big TV.
And here's Joe and Corky.
Welcome to Grow Big TV.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us today.
If you guys could share this out, we really appreciate it. We'll be live on every Saturday at noon. Easy time to remember. Noon. Perfect.
Noon.
So I always believe that if you have a standard time when everybody knows you're going live, people, they try to make it to that show.
Yep.
We got a boom in the house.
Boom.
Welcome in, Jane. Welcome in. It's the Marshmallow Man.
What's up, Lewis?
Oh, 1 second. What built on
Jane Doe's in the house. Whoop, whoop.
Funny, just showing an ad in laundry detergent. I don't even have running water right now. Oh, no.
So.
That could be a problem.
Yeah.
So I just got my hair cut before the show. I'm trying to look snifty.
Did you see that picture of Detroit?
No.
Like
What
Detroit, there's parts of Detroit that flooded like really bad because a water main broke or something in the street. And it's like, and I mean, it's up to the middle of their cars and it froze because it's so cold. So like their whole streets and everything was like, I don't know, like 12 inches of nothing but frozen water. It's crazy.
So what happens to the cars? And does the car stem from the pressure from the water freezing?
I don't know. And that's another thing is like, how do you get out of there? Like, it's unreal. By the way, I didn't mean to cut you off. Your haircut looks good. But when she said water and she has none, I was like, yeah, those poor people in Detroit have nothing. Like no, like they can. Some people were smart and parked their cars way up on their driveway, so they only had like a little bit of water. But if you were parked on the street, you were in big trouble because there was just, I mean, some of it up to the roofs, and it's just frozen solid because it's so cold.
Well, prayers to you, Built on a Rock Homestead. I can't even imagine living without water, for any kind of situation. I mean, we live with water. That's one of the things we should be protecting. When we say we're on our last inch of soil, the ocean's 4/5 acidic, and if you don't have either, you pretty much don't have life. And now you're talking about going inland and not having that kind of water, and how disturbing it is for your everyday life. I mean, that's not easy. Oh, check out Urban Garden Chronicles. She had a live before us. So welcome to Urban Gardening Chronicles. Silly Lily's here. So her husband has a show. It's all about the biology with Ken. So some awesome hosts there because it's all about the soil. Welcome in. And somebody else just came in, I think. I don't know. Not sure. Oh, Kimmy. Kimmy's here. Kimmy lives in California, so welcome in, Kimmy. Kimmy would be on vacation, and she would watch my Garden State Gardener show. I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's you know what? It gets to my heart when people follow your show when they're going out of their way, like they have to be at your show.
Yeah.
I had people. I think Juliana, she would be like out to dinner with the whole family. Oh, we got to go. We got to leave. We got to leave dinner right now. The show's coming on right now. Got to go.
Hey, Eric Wildman. Good to see you in here.
Welcome in. Tuber Chat is here. Welcome in, Tuber Chat.
You're in the Mojave? I am so jelly because I've always wanted to go there. I want to go there to see the stars, like to actually stargaze, because they say the Mojave is like one of the places that you can like see the atmosphere like really, really well because there's no light pollution. So I've always wanted to go there and like go on like a little like camping trip in the Mojave just to like see the desert and like see the stars because that would be amazing, right? So kind of jealous. That's so cool.
Welcome in, Troy Sutton. Welcome in.
Hello.
And if you guys want to grow your channel, check out Tuber Chat. I haven't been to a show lately because my time is all screwed up. I used to work at a computer, multitask all day from YouTube to, you know, everything. Everything was multitasking. Now it's like I'm on a bus and you're not allowed to play the radio or you're not allowed to do anything.
No, that's horrible.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play the radio. You're not allowed to do anything. So it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, or a little bit of radio or something.
So when I got the job, I'm like, wow, I could just play YouTube all day, put it in, and everybody could just listen or not listen. I don't listen to their conversations. And well, it stinks. You got to wait for like a little break in between and check out, see who's live. So today we're going to talk a little bit about seeds. Where do you get your seeds? A little bit about garden planting. What changes what are you going to do? And
do you ever get stuck in a rut where like, oh, I did that last year. Oh, I did that the year before. I want to do something different this year. And you're just like, you have no ideas. Like I try to like, not just Pinterest, but I kind of have that mindset when I'm going on the internet. I'm looking for new ideas. What am I going to do this year? Where am I going to put my tomatoes this year? Where am I going to put my cucumbers this year? I always, go through that mindset like every year. And like every year I get kind of bored with what I do. I'm like, I need to like change it up. I need to move some things around. And so if you need some new ideas, maybe we can give you some.
And one thing, what's great about Pinterest is I have no money to spend. I have zero. So on Pinterest, they come up with these certain ideas like, wow, you know what? I can use the woods for that. I can use whatever you have, just for going around town. And when they just leave out your garbage, hey, maybe I could just go around and pick up people's garbage and I can use that and I can use this and I can use that. And man, I got something that's probably, $100 I could buy in a store. I could just build it myself.
Yeah.
So, I'm hearing a noise. Do you hear a noise in your side by any chance? It's gone now, but it was there for a minute ago. It was kind of weird.
No, I don't hear anything. I am going to lock my door so my son doesn't come in here. So give me a second.
Yep. Her son was just about to come in. I'm so happy you guys are here to share, come to our show. And
well, what he'll do is he'll burst on in here, and I have a bathroom right here, and the door's very squeaky, and he's obsessed with that. So he'll come walking on in, and then all you'll hear is like the entire time. I'm like, I can't stand it. I'm not doing that.
So you got to watch out when you have kids, because I'll never forget this. When I started YouTube, I'm watching this show. It was more supporting the show. It was an overseas show. I'm not going to say it. Even though I want to say who it is, I can't, because who knows? So I'm watching a video. The person doing the video, she goes off to tend to one of her kids. She has two kids in the background. One kid gets totally naked in the background. All right. These 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old, gets totally naked and starts doing a dance on a thing. And I'm like, oh, I can't believe that just happened, And I'm like, telling the person who it is, I'm like, yeah, you should go back to your channel and do a little editing.
Yeah, because that's like a big no-no.
And that was Wanda Moses is here. Welcome in, Wanda. That was absolutely. I'm like, oh, the only time I seen somebody naked was on Gil's channel.
When that was happening, I'm sure it wasn't funny, but after I heard about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so funny. I can't believe somebody did that. But poor Gil, I'm sure he was like sweating. Like, I gotta edit that out of there. Like,
Yeah, people got to realize when people are coming on your show, please know who they are. Just don't have anybody come onto your show. Do a little background check, see what they're doing, because people are out to ruin you.
mhm.
And it's a shame that people feel that way, but they get a kick off of it. They're not doing nothing. They're just sitting there, computer all day. Hey, let me see what I can do to get away with, because nobody gets in trouble anymore doing harm. I can do as much harm as I want, and I'm not going to get in trouble. What are they going to do about it? I mean, crazy. So, Silly Lily said something. Let me address that. So, where do you guys buy your seeds? Put something in the chat. Where do you guys buy your seeds? What seed companies do you like?
Ooh. I
Okay.
I
buy my
like.
seeds.
Mm,
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think. Okay. Of course, I'm partial to M.I. Gardner and Mary's Heirloom Seeds because they're great. Their seeds are wonderful. And of course, they're always going to be like my first pick. That's where I go. But I have to say Johnny Seeds is like my favorite. If I wish I had $200 to just drop on some seeds and get that free shipping though.
Yes.
But I don't. But I do love Johnny Seeds. I love it. So I do get a lot of my stuff from there. And it's my main crops of stuff. Like I'll get cucumbers from there. I'll get, just my main stuff that I want my main stuff from there. But like M.I. Gardner and Mary's Heirloom Seeds are awesome. Like, and even if they charge a little bit of shipping, it's so inexpensive compared to like Johnny's, for instance. I bought like 3 things of seeds from there and it cost me $15. So.
And what I like, hey, Gil's in the house. He's lurking. Welcome in, Gil. Go check out Gil's shows. He's live all the time during the day, doing shorts. Support people that's always putting great information out there. And Gil has some awesome information. So what I like about Johnny Seeds, I don't know if you guys can see that, they come up with so much material in there. This is just what they're squash. I can't see what I'm seeing because I'm going across of my screen. Let me say, down. So I tell you the days, the weight range, which is important because if you want to grow something big, you know exactly how big they can get.
Yeah.
Storage. How many people think about storage, right? They'll just buy the brand. Vine length. Sorry for the terrible picture. I just didn't.
Sorry, my phone keeps going off. My mother-in-law is messaging.
So anything on Johnny Seeds, they do a great job detailing the vegetable you're going to buy. And
yeah, they do. They do a really good job with that. When I first started my garden, what I really, really struggled with, and I had no idea about, and I was growing a lot of it because you can't grow a lot of it, was things like squash, zucchini, pumpkins. Like I could grow them. They were great, but when do I pick them? That's where I struggled a lot. And it took me a while to figure out, especially with pumpkins, like I don't want to pick it too early. So you really have to like do some research. And there's really no really good, like even if you Google it, there's really no good info about when to pick something when it's ripe. There's like, so I really struggled with that when I first started. Like, yeah, I could grow it, but when do I pick it so I can eat it? I don't know if you guys have ever struggled with that out there, but I did. Because I didn't want to pick it too early. And I've done that before with watermelon. Like I thought it was like ready and I picked it way too early. And then there you go. Like, what if you only get 2 watermelons that year and the one watermelon you picked was not ripe yet? So it's frustrating.
Now we have given out seeds from Mary's Heirloom Seeds and Mike Garner, but we have also given out seeds to from Baker's Creek.
Oh yes.
So those are the 3 companies that we give a lot to you guys. And we couldn't be more thankful for you guys helping us out doing that. But John, I love Johnny Seeds too. I wish they were as giving as they, with like the other 3 companies. So I give you guys out those seeds. Quality, very quality. It's expensive. It's very expensive. And the shipping's expensive, like Corky just said.
Yeah. But if I do want to get something from there, like this year I did splurge a little bit and I bought some flower seeds from there. I've never bought flowers from Johnny Seeds before. I bought some hybrid snapdragons. They were like orange or peach mango or something. So I'm excited to see how those are going to go. But I've never done that before. By the way, heirloom seeds are really, really important. Don't get me wrong, guys, because they're really important, especially for collecting seeds. It's like really, really important. However, I do enjoy a good hybrid because I feel like I get more out of my crop. So.
No, I'm looking to have somebody in our show, and she wrote an article on F1 tomatoes. A lot of it is a lot of hogwash, where a lot of those seeds you could just plant and get those seeds every year anyway.
Yeah.
Because people think an F1 seed, well, you could never duplicate it and put it, for have the right seed for years and years and years. So I want to try to find that article to have her.
Sorry, it's my son. Give me 1 second.
It happens. So it's going to be very interesting to have that talk, because I've never seen somebody talk about having F1 seeds in the garden and which ones are good to have F1. So that should be a lot of fun. So yeah, just to let everybody know before Corky comes back, we're live every Saturday at noon. If you guys could share this out, we appreciate it. Garden State Gardener and Grow Big TV will try to alternate during the week, sometime around 11:15. It could be before that, a little after that. It depends on my work. So if I don't have like Thursday, I had to cancel my show because I had a special trip, and I didn't know that until my last shift ended. So if I get a special shift, well, I'm not going to be able to do the show. That's 3 hours more work. That's 3 hours more overtime. So I will try to go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday around 11:15 in the morning. And just looked up LinkedIn and things like that. Before we get going a little bit, I want to show you some stuff on LinkedIn before I totally forget.
Ooh.
And I like showing stuff here because there's such great information. So, they just erased it. Oh, that stinks. And what I have saved, it was gone. No. Okay, let me just see if it went under my page. Matt Powers here. It's the final live. You know what? Good time I have my glasses back on. The final live season of Advanced Permaculture, and you'll learn about my microscopy. Right here. This is the book. Matt Powers is the man. He's awesome. So go check out Matt Powers. So much free material on YouTube. And yeah, what a great man. What a great community there. So go check out Matt. This is sign up soon and join us for 20 weeks of in-depth permaculture education. Boom. 70 educators. Okay, let me keep on. Let me see if it comes up. That stinks. I can't believe what I had was gone. It was your straws too. That was one of the topics.
Mm-hmm.
So they're using hemp straws. And I'm like, that's really interesting. I never think. Now straws are coming back with plastic, but hemp straws could be a different game if it's better. So the world of hemp.
The soil is sandy, not candy.
I can't believe what I had is not here now. When I the second time I did, I got to realize that I got to save it to the outside somehow to keep the article. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just keep on going here for a second. They put so many ads in LinkedIn. That's what I don't like about it. With some of the people I follow, what's this? Oh, that's biochar, I think. No, storm drainage. Okay, give me a couple more seconds, guys. Give me a couple more seconds. A lot of people are sharing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Soil science. You know, I like stuff about this. Go down. What's in the soil? What's going on? I don't see a lot of dark soil there, though.
Mm-mm.
I can't believe it. Also, guys, go keep on putting in there's so many webinars about soil from all over the world. Just don't base yourself on a couple people. Because when I do my research and interviews, a lot of stuff that I try to get people, I look up here and look up to some of the main speakers in today's world and say, hey, if there are these major webinars and conferences, they have to be very important. So I try to say, okay, let me see what this guy's bio. And you read the bio, I'm like, oh, you get blown away. Because that's what they do for a living. Oh, look, there's a worm. There's a silly worm. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Because I don't see what I wanted to show you the hemp straws. Man, Matt Powers, he does post a lot in here. Oh, I'm sorry. Bummer. That's not what I expected.
By the way, guys, if you're on MI Gardener or Mary's Heirloom Seeds, MI Gardener is #GrowBig. You get 10% off. You go to Mary's Heirloom Seeds, use GrowBig and the discount code, and you'll get 10% off. So that basically pays for your tax on your seeds. So head on over there and use it. I've already used it this year. So really good info for a little discount.
A little discount helps. Any kind of money saved. I mean, you go buy yourself a beverage, a cocktail if you want with that money. It's like a free cocktail. It's like you went to a bar and somebody gave you a free cocktail. Why wouldn't you do it with your seeds? Yeah. So, and every little thing helps. Cocktail seeds. Never thought about that. That sounds pretty good. So in your garden, okay, let's go back to the companies too a little bit, because MI Gardener, I mean, look, he has his farm. He's living his dream. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. From a guy selling the seeds at his house, selling 10 packets of seeds to where he is today. And why not live your dream? Why not live your dream garden? But you know where it all starts? It starts with the dream. Then after you have your dream, you write it down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They say if you have a dream, you're going to forget that dream if you don't write it right away. Yeah. So if you have a dream at night, you write it down, you'll have that dream down. But if you give it a couple more hours, you'll never remember that dream. Mm-hmm. So if you're dreaming something you do remember it anytime, write it down. Write down your idea, because there's such great material in dreams. Yeah. You're with your psychosis and all that kind of stuff. And after you do that, figure out what you want to do with your dream. How are you going to afford it? Are you not? No, I can't afford my dreams. My dreams are retired, doing some vegetables outside and enjoying life.
My dream right now would be, I want a high tunnel for my backyard.
Yeah. Now, this is interesting because with what's happening with the president and him cutting everything, presently, there's so many grants out for all that stuff. I was in a process of starting to write out for getting a free greenhouse and a free fence around my backyard. All those funds are gone now. Mm-hmm. So which stinks, but in a way, there's two ways. Why they giving out these grants anyway? This
Yeah.
is just money wasted. Also, a lot of programs are getting cut all over the world, in the ag world. I'm hoping, and it should, and jobs are getting lost in the ag world too, the learning stuff. But the thing is there's been so much misplaced information and funds and everything, nothing audited, that everything needs to come back. Everything's going to come back, but it's going to take time because the government's wasted our money, the taxpayers' money.
Sorry.
Just another boom. Boom!
Child is wild. Give me a moment, y'all.
Yeah, Mary's Heirloom Seeds is great. So if you're living in a warmer environment, I would choose more Mary's Heirloom Seeds. If I was living in a northern environment, I would buy more M.I. Gardner seeds. Because where they get their seeds from is people they know and trust. And so they're more towards where they live. They could, now you have Baker's Creek, they're all over the world. I'm just saying your initial seed. If you save their seed and you keep on working the soil, everything, your plant will generally grow that plant very well. Because, well, it all starts with the soil. All starts with the compost. All starts with those worms. All starts with those microbes.
Yeah.
So if you're living down south, again, you can buy M.R. Gardner seeds and still grow everywhere, and you can still grow Mary's Heirloom seeds and grow everywhere. But if there was a preference, for me, I would buy from M.I. Gardner because they're more north of what I want to grow. And but Mary's Heirloom Seeds is quality. So there's going to be seeds that she has that Luke doesn't have. And so I'm going to grow those anyway. But if you save those seeds the next year after you grow, their seeds are going to be fine.
Mhm.
Your seeds from your garden. So that's the way I look at things. It could be a little different for you. Now, with Baker's Creek, now, when I grow M.I. Gardner seeds, they have the germination rate, and Mary's Heirlooms, both of those companies, the germination rate have exceeded my expectations. So here I'm growing M.I. Gardner seeds years ago. And I'm thinking if they're going to be like the American seeds, you get the 4 for $1 at the store. Because that's what I started growing with when I was, 9 years old or 10 years old. I was like, wow, 10 cents a pack. Can't beat that. Let me just buy. I got $1. Can't wait to grow them and throw them somewhere and see if they grow.
Yeah.
And a lot of those are fine too.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't go through a process as an M.I. Gardner and a Mary's Heirloom seeds. It's a lot more than a different process. So don't be afraid to order those 4 for $1 right now at your dollar store, the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of those, your germination rate might be 70%. But 70%, if you look at it, it's not that bad. Especially if you're just growing in your house to start anyway. So thank you, Jane, for all the posting everything for us so everybody can check out those sites. Oh, there we go. Jane wrote soil and it's the link with Matt Powers. There's the link. Awesome. There's still 11 people here, which is awesome. Share this out if you guys can. So we're going to have the purple tomato guy on with GMO soon. That is going to be such an awesome topic because one person who is getting hit, slapped around, twisted, and slapped around again is the GMO society. Because with RFK in, that stuff's going out. So it's going to be an interesting twist where we hope to have some great questions for him, some bad questions for him. Because, well, more quirky than me, 100% disagree with GMOs. All right. For me, I need to learn more. And because I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the GMOs outside. I think they should be grown in a greenhouse. And there's only so many GMOs you could grow. So many vegetables you can grow with GMOs.
Yeah, but what are you getting from that if they're grown in a greenhouse somewhere? What are you doing? What kind of vitamins are you getting from the soil in a greenhouse?
There's nothing. There's no, because everything starts with your gut. And that's what people forget about the GMOs. So here you get a more nutritious vegetable, they're saying, but it does nothing for your gut. That's where all diseases start. See, that's where I come from, where I disagree. But if you want something more nutritious, that's going to go in and out of your body and do nothing really for you for a couple. It's going to, oh, you got your nutrition for you. It's gone in 2 minutes. I have no idea. It's science. All diseases start with your gut, your microbiome, and your microbiome is your gut, but also your microbiome is all throughout your whole body. So remember that. Okay. So it should be interesting. Again, we're going to hope to cover every little thing about it. So it's and he's going to talk about his business as he needs to keep it going somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to do everything in it. Hendo, welcome in, Hendo. We're going to, science is important. Science is important in growing food, but it has to be utilized the right way.
Yeah.
And for the benefit. It can't say, oh, it's for nutrition. Well, what else? Because we're used to going so far, just like the soil. We're only used to going to like we're in the last inch of soil. Well, no, because everybody went to the soil 5 inches and that was it. Nobody cared about the rest of the soil. So when we talk about the purple tomato, let's keep on talking about it. Let's keep on asking questions. Let's keep on
be very nice, but I do not like GMOs. So I'm going to be nice, but I'm going to ask some hard questions.
So GMO corn, was with Mexico. I got this information from the glyphosate lady. So I keep on pronouncing that wrong. So checked off is here. I say glyphosate wrong. So whatever it is, that's the way I say it. Oh, which is interesting. I'm not going to say anything. I'll tell you later in the chat. You're going to laugh your butt off. What am I going to show you after the live? Okay. It's really comical. Okay, let me get back on the show here. I'm trying to be politically correct, guys. See that's what's great about Grow Big TV. We're not going to be afraid to ask the tough questions.
No.
They need to be asked. But we want to promote because everybody's going to have different beliefs here. So believe them, believe us, believe anybody. We're just putting information out there so you guys can make up your own opinion. And we believe that's important. So, going back to Mexico. So here, the USA ships Mexico corn, whatever, and everything. Mexico goes, well, we don't want this anymore. US goes, what? We have a deal. There's $300 million where, we're selling you corn.
Yeah.
Well, Mexico goes, well, it's poison. It's causing cancer. US goes back, what do you mean? What do you mean? No, it's not true. Give us some proof. Mexico comes back, 300 pages. This is the reason why we don't want your product, your GMO corn or whatever. US sues them back. You need to take it.
Yeah, and they were forced to take it.
And I think that's in some kind of discussion right now. Isn't that crazy though? Because we don't care about health as much as we should. And RFK, man, you're going to see some changes that it's not going to be easy. What we're going to be eating in the stores, the prices, every little thing. It's not going to be easy because we've been growing unhealthy food for so long. And having unhealthy soils. We have farmers, we have no idea how to do it the correct way.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They just put Seven Dust or glyphosate on everything and call it a day.
Tons of fertilizer. Let's put that 20-20-20 fertilizer down. For some big food. And it's not that simple. And you know what? I see the science part of it. Hey, well, America's all full of chemicals. Anyway, we're a chemical country. We're going to use our chemicals. That's what
that doesn't mean it's right.
That's what I'm talking about. We had to talk about the whole circle of what we're talking about. And it's not going to be easy because we have our own beliefs. And my own beliefs, majority is the same thing as Corky's. Majority of it. But there's other things where, hey, I want to know, what's a science? I'm not in college. I'm not studying anything. I'm not doing anything right now. What is a science? You guys are going to school for it. You can talk about it every day. This is your major. Well, let's learn. Oh, thank you. Guys, you got to go check out the glyphosate lady. Kelly Ryerson, right here.
She
There's
is
the
super
facts.
nice too. I just loved talking to her. She was just super nice lady.
I can't believe now she's a lot in DC. So she's always in Washington. I got to have her on our show again.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed like talking to her, and that whole topic I could have like really, we could have had like a 4-hour interview easily. Like she's just so awesome. So I thought that was a great interview.
Now this is a crazy thing I'm going to show you guys. Since we're on a glyphosate lady, I want to show you an article. And this is insane because we have them right upstairs in our kitchen right now because we're supporters of the organization. So, and you'll see, you guys, I believe you guys probably heard this before, but whoop. Girl Scout cookies are accused of containing toxins. Here's why they're still safe to eat. What are you talking about? No way. This is crazy. And I just typed in this. I didn't look at the article. I should have looked at the article before. Girl Scout cookies. Unbelievable. Let me see. So Girl Scout cookies tested positive for heavy metals and herbicide glyphosate in like 95% of their cookies. And this is what I do not like about government or everybody associated. Oh, you can still eat it. No, you can't. Glyphosate it's a forever chemical. You have your kids and everybody in the Girl Scout community in this, where they're selling it, has glyphosate in their bodies. Period. So labs were shown glyphosate, naturally occurring heavy metals, arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury, aluminum, and the cookies were at levels well within the safety. No, it wasn't. There was no such thing as a level with these chemicals. See, this is a person trying to help sell their product. Okay, I had enough of this article. Anyway, I'm sorry for sharing that one because I wanted to show something else. But Janice, welcome in. Again.
Oh, wait, I do have a bell. I need like a cowbell. More cowbell, please.
Ooh, 1 second. Nope, wrong bag. That must have left that upstairs. At the convention I went to, they had a cowbell. So, so I had a bag. I'm like, oh, that's
right. Now on my desk. It's a little one. I don't know what happened to it right now. Oh, there it is. It's a really, really small one though.
There you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
This is for Ring for More Wine, but it's 12:30, so I'm not gonna be drinking any wine.
Oh, look at the door just opened like that.
Yeah, look at that. Hold on. I gotta get him.
Hello. So when you guys are eating your food in the store right now, please do some research on it. It's so important. Find out how it's grown, what the products are, every little thing you can find out. I mean, who would think cookies would have glyphosate in it? And 98% of the food tested had glyphosate in it. So, yeah, makes you think a little bit. How do we adapt to society adapts this culture? How do we go back to like trying to eat healthy again? And thank you, RFK, for taking over, and there's gonna be so much exposure of the good, bad, and ugly. And I'm so happy that RFK's in it, talking about the regenerative movement of how we're going to grow our own food and get our products and everything back. And he's on the job. There's going to be some crazy stuff with RFK coming out in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Speaking of crazy stuff, Have you guys ever downloaded Angel TV?
No.
Joe Sultan has a whole documentary on Angel TV. It's called The Lunatic Farmer, and you got to check it out. Like, it's really big right now, and he's talking about lots of stuff going on. So, if you get a chance, check it out.
So that person that Corky's talking about, Corky was with Tammy at a convention, and she talked to Joel, and Corky mentioned, "Hey, would you come on our show?" And he said, "Yes." Now, has that happened to set up anything? No, I try to talk. I set up like 2 emails, and we'll get back to you, and nothing ever happened. Well, we're trying to get this channel back on track, and so, but at the time, he wasn't part of RFK's.
I know. That makes me wonder though, will he do an interview with us? Because now he's in deep. Like, is he still gonna do an interview with us? I hope so. And I'll be seeing him again this summer in June. I'll be like, hey, I emailed you, but there was nothing. So can you, I don't know, do an interview with little old grow big TV over here? Yeah.
So we're hoping everything will come together, and that's all my fault because I had my life situation where I had to take a break from pretty much YouTube, and we got to start living our dreams, just like you guys should be living your dreams in your garden. Well, we got to live our dreams too, and help everybody grow with a regenerative movement. And that all starts with the Silly Lily soil. That didn't come out right what I wanted to say. It's just seen Silly Lily. And once I see Silly Lily, I think it's all about the biology. It's all about the soil. Oh, great. So going back to seeds, is there anything in your garden you're trying new this year? That's a main topic. What are you growing that's new? What kind of seeds is new? Now, for me personally, I want to start collecting seeds, and I want to come with the New Jersey. There's 2 ways I want to sell seeds. I want to sell them on our site and on Grow Big TV, but also I'm starting on my other company called Garden State Seeds. So there's going to be a big difference in both. Drunken Chef Barbecue, welcome in. So the Garden State Gardener Seeds is going to be a New Jersey-based company, GG Seeds, Garden State Seeds. So it's going to be more locally grown seeds like that. The Grow Big seeds, just for sale on our site, will be some of the biggest vegetables you could buy. So you ever see that big lettuce from Baker's Creek? I mean, not lettuce, the big cabbage that's huge. We want to sell something like that. We want to sell the Go Bag tomato, the 2 or 3 pound paste tomato. We'll sell something like that, or any kind of big vegetable. So that's what my plan is. We'll grow big, but we also want to sell Grow Big seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Grow Big TV. A big difference in how we're going to do things. Trying to get everything going for the fall. I mean, pretty cool. I think we could really rock it. That lettuce. I mean, that's cabbage. That cabbage on Baker's Creek, that's like this big,
I know. Huge. I tried to grow it before. It didn't get very big.
Yeah, the times I seen it didn't grow that big. So it might be. So we'll have a couple varieties of things. Again, a lot of tomatoes, a lot of peppers. I still want to grow about 500 varieties of tomatoes. So that's my plan. I don't know if I'm going to get there, but that's my goal. I set goals really high, if you guys haven't noticed. And if I settle in the middle, I still did very good. So that's the way I do. That's how I go about life. The good, the bad, and ugly. So I didn't see anybody growing anything differently in our garden. I didn't see any comments.
I struggle with that because for me, I only like certain things. So I tend to just stick with what I like, which is cucumbers, peas, carrots, tomatoes. I love peppers. So I'll grow peppers. But for the most part, like, I don't grow anything too extraordinary. I did do the Boston Marrow because I wanted to get really big, you know. And it did. It got like I think it was like 40 pounds or something. It got pretty big. It wasn't like tremendous or anything.
Hmm.
But there are certain things like I would like to explore. But for the most part, as far as food preservation is concerned, I stick to what I can and what I can save, you know, out of the garden. And typically, like I honestly, if I grew a bunch of Boston Marrows, we're not gonna eat them all. I mean, it's not gonna be like our main food supply. Peas, carrots, tomatoes are our main food, I guess you would say.
Now, I want to grow a big pumpkin. All right.
Yes.
And I want to sell the seeds from the big pumpkin. So that's my plan with that. Not bigger than the Big Macs. I'm talking about one of those Bubba-sized pumpkins that are like 700 pounds. I probably won't grow something bigger than that, but that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Shaggy's there. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Yes, and I love herbs. I have herbs everywhere, y'all. There's herbs. I got herbs growing out my ears over here. I've planted so much stuff. I have just crazy stuff everywhere.
Love
And
it.
I got this new sage. It's pineapple sage.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's delicious smelling. I haven't decided what I want to do with it yet. But it smells delicious and it blooms these beautiful flowers. Oh, they're gorgeous.
And pollinators. I mean, we need more pollinators in the garden. I really think this is going to be a great year for bees.
I always plant more herbs than what I'm going to take. I usually harvest half and then I let the others go to seed and flower for the bees. Usually I do that with basil. I usually just like take half and then the rest is for the bees.
Now, if you guys are growing peppers, you got to start now.
Mhm.
The hotter the pepper, you got the earlier to start. And
Yeah,
usually,
they're like 100 days or more.
so a lot of the hot peppers, they start in December, the hottest, the
Mhm.
graper, all that kind of stuff. Tomatoes in New Jersey, we don't basically start until the end of March because you do not want your summer vegetables out too early.
No.
Only if you could grow in a greenhouse somehow, and just you want that. You want you want to grow in a soil. You don't want to just keep them growing in pots, the ones that go outside. You want the soil. So your soil has to be warm enough. Otherwise, your plant's not going to grow.
We wait till the last minute, and we've learned that from experience, just for the fact that we got so excited, we're going to start our tomatoes in January. Well, before you know it, they're so leggy and they're huge, and that just doesn't work. And then you have to transplant, you're shocking your plant. It just doesn't work out. So we figure out when our last frost date is, and then we go from there. But this year, we're not even going to plant until Memorial Day. So because we live in 6B, typically and they say our last frost date is like April 31st. I would never put my plants in the ground on April 20 or 31st. There's no way. It would be so cold here. And sometimes we still get snow. Like there's been snow on May 16th here. So we'll wait until Memorial Day weekend. We'll plant everything then. And yeah, we'll go from there. Should I start my peppers at least 3 months ahead?
Well, like your jalapenos and those type right now, like the beginning range, you're growing like a tomato.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 week, 9 weeks ahead for a jalapeno. But those reapers, those habaneros, the hotter. You keep on going hotter and hotter. Go check out Jimmy Pickles. Buy some seeds from Jimmy Pickles.
Some of those really, really hot peppers, they take at least 100 days or more to get going, to even get something going before you plant them in the ground for the summer. So take a look at the back of your packet. If it says 100 days, then yes, you need to get those started like right now. Yeah, and that's the same thing with loofah. I don't know if you guys have ever, this is totally not a pepper, but if you've ever planted loofah gourd, That is something that it takes 100 days as well. So you have to really get those started ahead of time.
So I'm going to show you a link for Jimmy Pickles. Jimmy's been on our show, and he's a good friend of ours. Here we go. Look, today, 50% off plus 3 times your order for free. Jimmy's been on the show. Oh my God, I just had a brain fart what show it was. It came out last year, and hopefully they have.
It was Hot Ones, was it?
Yeah. I wanted to say Hot Ones too. I just didn't know if that was correct.
I don't know. Hot Ones is that thing where they eat the chicken wing, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe.
I think that's the one with. I've been so far out of the community for the last 4 or 5 months. I'm totally like, I got to get back in it.
I can't remember what it's called, but he was on a TV show.
Hot Ones with the Carolina Reaper, Ed Curry. I think.
I don't know.
Because they're selling all over the place, all in the stores, Hot Ones. But Pochmark Orange, look at the color of that.
Jimmy does post. He actually started another Facebook. What's going on with him is he's getting constantly harassed. So he started another Facebook. So he has his personal one. So if you're on that, he might not be posting as much. He's posting on his new one, and it's just Jimmy Pickles. The other one is his real name.
Look at the pictures. Look at those peppers. This is all his pictures, by the way. This is all his peppers. He goes live a lot. A little crazy sometimes, which is funny. He came out with there's Jimmy right there. Jimmy was actually almost a professional hockey player. But hockey was his love. So there's the product line. And ask him some questions. Message him right here. Go to Facebook, message him, and you can ask him questions right there. So he can answer you directly.
I'm sorry. My son typically is not here on Saturdays. And he was here today. So he's a little wild, and you could probably try to hear him trying to break through the door.
Yeah, there is a question. Yeah, when you see these companies, say Am I Gardener or Jimmy, message them. They'll message you back. That's how I became friends with Luke when he was like 19 years old. Message them. And I became friends with Luke's family for a little bit too, which was interesting a little bit. I almost won something. It was win a free garden. Where Luke came, and he would travel to your house and plant your garden for free and do everything with it. And I came in second place. Some other person in Virginia won the first place. I was so mad. I thought I won it. I'm like, this guy's going to come to my house. I had huge plans. It was great. Oh, look, we got somebody new in a chat.
Hello. Thanks for coming in.
So the Carver family, welcome in. So good to see you. Howdy. So our shows on Saturday at noon are generally going to be between an hour and a half. We're not doing a 2-hour show. Only our guests want to stay on for 2 hours. Like we had Gary Pilarczyk on, and he stayed like for almost 2.5 hours. I
know. That was so awesome. That guy is so smart.
We're like, hey, we're only going for an hour and a half. We're like, I'm good. All right, we'll keep on going. 2 hours comes up. Hey, you guys want me to keep on? He brought it up. Do you guys want me to keep on going? Sure.
I've learned a lot of my stuff from him. Like a lot. Like like how you can make your own stuff to spray on your plants. The hydrogen peroxide, and I've learned a lot of stuff from him. Natural remedies.
So true. I learned from his mistakes too. So where he taught stuff like use this, and also you go out and use it. Sometimes it's always good. Everything's great in moderation, especially with disease control and trying these little things that other people try. Never spray too much. Never spray in the afternoon. It has to be first thing in the morning. Try not spraying when it's superly hot, and you got to watch out when everything's in drought. Those little things are very important when you're spraying or doing anything with chemicals. Everything is good in low moderation, then figure it out from there. So that's very important. Let me see. So Shani says, I use hydrogen peroxide on my plants for bugs and disease prevention. Yeah, it's amazing what you could actually use in your garden. There was with Viagra, Viagra in a garden. Grow a big healthy plant, and that comes to when you have good soil, you grow a good plant and you get good flow. So you want, as Viagra with a healthy flow, it's the same thing, works with your roots all the way up. So remember that your soil is the most important thing. It's all about the soil. And that's the reason why that's one of the main reasons why Corky and I started this site. Because there's not enough people talking about the soil.
Right.
And everybody talked about, just put out the seed here, use a little compost, that's it. And we just thought there was so much more we could talk about, investigate, and research, and interview. And that's what we're going to continue doing. Your son's a good one today. He wants your mommy's attention.
All the time. All the time. He wants my attention all the time. I never have a free moment. I can't even go to the bathroom. Like, there's no free time for me.
What's going to be interesting is sooner or later that's going to go.
Yeah.
And you're going to feel like, whoa, what do I do now? Because he's constantly with you. Joey is actually still that way to his mom.
Really?
And part of the reason why is because I haven't been home. I've always been working. So I'm missing out. But at the same time, I want to make sure he knows I'm here for him. So and I got more time now, which is nice. Like last night, Friday's been crazy because I get out early and there's nothing on Friday night. But by the time I get home, last night I passed out. I had no idea you were alive. I'm like, wow, I never pass out because I'm usually working until 4 a.m. Ubering, but I'm not Ubering anymore because I don't have a car.
What happened to your car?
It's still ticking, but it's nothing. It's sooner or later in the next month or two, it's going to be gone. It's going to be done. I need a timing chain. So a timing chain is a $10,000 job, $8,000 job.
Yeah, that's not logical.
Not logical.
You're going to have to get a new car.
Yes. But the thing is I owe $15,000 more, $16,000 more in payments. So it's trying to keep on making those payments and trying to figure that out. But I do have to get another one. I have to refinance our house, I finance my house. I got to refinance our house and to get some things that we need to get done around here too. But at the same time, I can't do it for a couple more months. So trying to figure all that out too. What does Silly Lily say? I had to get my glasses back on.
But yeah, I'm sorry about your car. That's horrible. And then you can't do Uber anymore. You were making a ton of money doing that. Like,
yes, I mean, especially in the summer. The summer is very good around driving around here.
Okay.
And that's one thing with I got to figure out because we're trying. In the past 1 year, I owed $7,000 in taxes because of Uber because I pay them all at the end of the year. This year, I'm hoping it's a lot less because I have nothing. So the reason why you guys know I'm always working is because there's always something I got to pay. So it's not easy. But yeah, the most made on Uber in one night was $900. One night down in Jersey Shore. So yeah. So this is very important. And this is going to help us out in the near future is doing reviews on things. Now, I did a review, and thank you so much, Jane, for reminding me, on Well, Macy and the Magic Veggies. Where's that book? I got that book somewhere. And the more we get out there and help people buy their products, the more we can review things, get something for us. Hopefully, we'd get something with biochar. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is Macy and the Magic Veggies. And then go check out that if you can, my review. It's not, I know I'm not in the greatest area to do a show, but hopefully that will change after I get rid of all the mess. And I'm going to do some shorts. I also met last year this lady who does some Disney shows and stuff like that. And she's an editor. And her last name is Uber. This is pretty great. It's pretty funny. I picked her up in an Uber. When I dropped her off, we talked 45 minutes, and she shared a whole bunch of great information, emailed me, hey, if you want to get together, well, I'll show you the process, how I edit and stuff like that. So, which is pretty cool and my son went to editing in high school. He had a class. So, and doing things with shows like this. So we're hoping to make more professional style, even though I think we do a great job. Take it up a notch, like what you guys see on TV, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Macy and the Magic Veggies. Go check out the review and like it and share it out if you guys can, because this really helps us people help promote some important products. And if they go on LinkedIn and see, wow, people watch that, maybe some other really good companies will give us some free stuff to share. And we can share with you, maybe give you guys some free stuff too. Let me see. It is 1 o'clock already. We're going to go about another five minutes or so. And I still want to know where people buy their seeds from.
Yeah. Where are you buying your seeds at, guys?
But the quality. Mary's Heirloom Seeds. You're never going to, that lady gives out so much free stuff. First, she gives away her time going around and helping kids. Because that's where it all starts with the kids. And we're going to have her on our show sometime live too. Maybe she might come live next Saturday. I don't know who we're going to have yet. We're going to figure that all out. But we're going to have interviews every Saturday now. So I hope you guys can check that out. Maybe I think I might have to make that phone call today. And but the purple tomato guy, that's going to be fascinating. And I really hope he doesn't get mad, because it's going to be the good, bad, and ugly about that. And I feel bad that he's going to lose his I'm not saying to lose his job, because it's his, he's the person in charge. But it's going to be great to learn everything about what he's trying to do. And I think that's going to be fascinating. I'm looking at Corky right now, and I just know she's all about against GMOs. And I'm like,
I'm still an open-minded person. I'm not going to be like, no, but I don't like it. Yeah. But it's okay. I could still be a professional.
You see, in the back of my mind, I just don't want to start arguing with the man. And I know that's not the right thing to do.
No, I'm not going to argue with anybody about anything like that. But I'm going to educate myself and make sure I know. But exactly. I'm not going to argue. There's no point in arguing with anybody. So.
But my main question, and I understand exactly what they're doing with the science. They want to make a more nutritious, something for better benefits against cancer and all that stuff. That's what they're trying to do. I get the principle. I think the principle's amazing. But how does that help your gut biome?
I just don't believe that.
That's yeah, exactly. I want to know how things. I want to get really big into gut biome.
Yes, because that's where it all. By the way, if you're eating products that have glyphosate on them, you're messing up your gut hormones, because glyphosate is a hormone. So you're messing up your hormones in your stomach. So anytime that you eat anything with a bunch of glyphosate or anything, by the way, you can't wash glyphosate off. You can attempt to, but you can't. So anytime you eat anything like that, it's messing up your gut, messing up your stomach. That's why you're having so many people with major issues, wheat intolerance and all that kind of stuff.
I got to get an RFK on. I really thought that was close to coming to fruition before we started in the last summer, when we started talking about having our show, and I'm like, this is who I want.
Yeah.
And now look where he is today. Hey, Bushcraft family's here. What's up?
We love you, Bushcraft.
He does so much stuff for the community, and he's helped me and Garden State Gardener so much. He helped me start my channel. He did the icon. He did everything. He did so much stuff to help me. And hope everything's good with your family, by the way. I know I've been a little absent here, but with your son and everything with what happened. Hope that's Mad Chick Acres, welcome in. Now I don't feel like there's 19 people now live in a chat.
Nice.
I wonder if there was another live chat going on now. People are coming on over.
No, I think people are just now waking up.
Good morning.
Hi. Welcome to the morning show. It's afternoon, but you know.
So for the people all just came on in, we go live at noon Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. Gina versus Gina, welcome in.
Hopefully, like, I can meet up with Bushcraft family again this year at the Food Independence Summit, and we can actually hang out and maybe, I don't know, get something to eat afterwards or something. Because last year I just kind of left like abruptly. I'm like, I gotta go, bye, and that was it. Maybe we can actually do stuff this year.
Yeah, I love these conventions. That's another thing I want to. One of the things we plan on Grow Big TV was Ginger Ninja. Welcome in.
I love you, Ginger. Thank you for coming in.
You say it.
Your sunflower brightens my day. That's so cheesy. I love you.
Ginger Ninja is White Family's Farm #1. I don't know who wants to be number 2.
Ginger Ninja has always been my #1. She has never moved from that spot.
But
it's always nice though to have a healthy number 2. I just don't know that is.
Well, I just know it's always there for you in the morning, but as the day goes on, I hope it comes back.
Love you long time. Love you so much.
I just hope you guys can, learn and laugh with us, because it's all about community. If you guys weren't here, I don't know how long this show would last, but it's trying to create a community that's here all the time, and hopefully you guys can learn something and get a laugh in. And when Corky and I started this channel too, I know I'm saying that a lot today. If you went to a convention, because we wanted to take it up a notch, right? Because it would help us and help other people if we took it up a notch to people we interview. And we're like, if I went to a convention, the only thing I hear is blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, by the time you're exhausted, you're tired, you can't learn, you're not having you learn something, but you're tired, you're exhausted. You don't want to be,
right.
It's like going to class and you just hear a teacher, like, nobody's allowed to talk. You got to stay here and listen, and that's it. If you left, you're out of here. You got to use the hall pass. Can I have the hall pass? I need to go. I got to leave for a little bit before I come back to learn. We wanted people to have a good time, and hopefully we give you guys a good time in the learning process too. I don't know if I said that right, but
watch me during the purple tomato guy. I'm going to try very hard to hide my facial expressions.
And by the way, he reached out to us, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So, because we originally, I think I know, I said happy birthday to him on LinkedIn.
Oh, okay.
And then he came back, oh, I want to do your show again, and I have the time now, and blah, blah, blah. But that whole part of the ag world it's affected big time.
Yeah.
And that's where might get a little political, might get a little testy, but I want to learn. I want to learn. That's what I want to know. We're going to learn the true facts of what's going on in that part of the ag world. It's not going to, you're just not going to hear stuff on Twitter, Facebook, whatever kind of social media platform you're on. Oh, 1 second. Look at Kimmy. Love Kimmy. Kimmy is like, she's out in California, that side of the country. Well, maybe not today, but
I wish I was looking outside in the sun. It's freezing here.
yeah, we're going to get in the 50s this week. We've been in 20s a lot in New Jersey. It's been freezing here. It's probably colder, a lot colder in Ohio. But man, that wind has been crazy here. It goes right through you. So I start my day. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, and I got to go start my car, and hopefully it clicks, it goes on, because I'm not, I have to call an Uber, go to work. So that's my number one. I'm like, start. Okay, then I go inside, take a shower, get ready to go to work, and then I got to start the bus. So you're freezing cold in the beginning. You go outside and start the car, and hopefully it works. And then you got to start up the bus for 40 minutes before you even get going, and that takes a long time to warm up. So I can't, with the warm weather, the fresh air, the birds starting to come on in. And one of the biggest things is we have a compost station right to our work, and they do all the testing on the compost. So I know it's good quality compost.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to take that every day at lunch before I come back home for lunch, and just keep on getting piles of the good compost to put it in my garden all year. So, which is going to be fascinating. Now I got to get like AJ's Green Topics and start my worm farm inside. So I get vermicomposting. Then I'm adding some all that good material, good stuff in the soil. By a lot of quality. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to get out of here, but check us out during the week. I'm not sure which days I'm going to do it yet. It's going to be either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and between 11:15. So somewhere it could be a little earlier, it could be a little later, but I'm looking around 11:15 and go to about 12 o'clock. I got to stop around noon. So 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe sometimes an hour. It depends on when I start. So twice a week on Grow Big, twice a week in Garden State Gardener. Corky goes live at her work.
Yeah, I know it's not ideal, but it keeps me relevant for right now. But during the week, I will go live between 1 and 2 o'clock in the between 1:30 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, while I'm waiting to pick up my son. So I'll go live in my car. It's fabulous. But Friday nights, Tammy and I have something started, so we're doing that. And it's kind of like it's a YouTube community geared towards building your YouTube. YouTube etiquette and just creating, just teaching people what we have learned, basically. So that's usually every Friday at 8:30. So that's going to be fun.
So this is cool. We got a new channel, Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness.
What's up?
Welcome in. And that's another thing. There's a lot of new people coming into YouTube right now, starting up new channels and stuff. That I've been gone 5 months. Like, who's this person? What's going on? I felt like I used to know everybody. Now all these new channels coming in. So you're very welcome here. So welcome in. Corky has had some great videos on her channel, White Family Farm. Not just gardening, but cooking and stuff. So check out that. And we'll see each other on next Saturday at noon. So thank everybody for all your support. We really appreciate it. And we got memberships here. And I know we got to update things. A couple of people are going to get some stuff in the mail soon. Serena, for one. She's getting some from My Gardener. And hopefully we'll get that figured out in the next couple of weeks. And some people are getting seeds. We got to go through our memberships. Let me see. Who was our members? We had like 7 members or something like that. Let me see if I had it quick. Nope, I don't have it right here. All right. Well, we'll see everybody very soon. Terry, welcome in, and well, goodbye. Terry's a big supporter of us, so
Sorry for leaving.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys. You're
Oh,
awesome. We love you guys.
Thank you, and thank you for all the people on LinkedIn for your support. We want this channel for you guys too, so you guys could show your expertise and help people all over the world too. So take care, everyone. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for being with us.